Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. Today, we're going to be watching something that has been on the Patreon poll for a good bit, but has finally prevailed. And I'm kind of low-key excited about it because on the sidelines, because I don't like to participate within the, influencing the polls or anything like that, but I was low-key rooting for this to win, and it's nice to see that we have finally gotten to the point to where I'm going to be watching this for the first time. This is going to be an Andrei Tarkovsky film. It says to be in the language of Russian, so I'm going to assume that this is a foreign film, which is always exciting. I think a lot of my more intriguing and strangely enough, intellectual experiences have been coming from foreign films of all kinds, and I always love journeying into a whole different form of art style and everything, because even just being in America and the Americanization of film and cinema, we're looked at as the quote unquote like pinnacle of film, or at least that's what it was looked at for the longest time, and people just haven't opened themselves as often to foreign films. And it's only now, or not only now, but it's just now that a lot of people are starting to see the absolute masterpieces that are probably outside of America, and that is awesome, including myself. I'm not excluded from that statement as well. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into this and dissect it, to experience it for the first time. Again, this has been on the Patreon poll for a good bit, and to see it finally win is exciting. So yeah, guys, besides getting into the film, how are you guys holding up, by the way? For those of you who do watch the intro and the outro, the reason why I keep these in and I make them the length that I do is because there's genuinely people who, watch this and, care about the things that I say about this, because it's not just, the films that I'm commenting on, it's also myself and you guys. So I really genuinely hope that you guys are doing okay. I hope that you guys are, keeping yourself as positive as you can, and if you're having a rough day, just understand that it's okay. Feel that you had a rough day. Rest, get some food, treat yourself out somehow. Make your day. All right, make your day. And I just wanted to say that I appreciate y'all. I really do, and I appreciate those who don't even comment or anything like that, because I know there's a lot of you. I'm the same way. I don't be commenting, but I do just want y'all to know that I see y'all, and I greatly appreciate y'all. So without gushing too much, you guys know the drill. You want to be able to support the channel, the best way to do it is through Patreon. We got the full length, we have early access, all that good stuff, and again, like the Patreon polls. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and at the very least, I just want you to be able to sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into Stalker. Again, guys, if you want to be able to listen and hear all that I have to say about this film, or if you want to be able to watch your favorite moments alongside me, check out the Patreon. You can sync it up and have a blast. Yeah, I think it's also safe to say, I'm not sure if I said it, but this is a completely blind look into it. I didn't look up anything. I didn't look up anything about the director as well. Nothing about this film. Didn't even read the description. Just how I like it. About to go in as blind as I possibly can. Wow. We did right, though I'm not sure. That is haunting. Those are some haunting words to say after what apparently seems to be related to war. Damn. This is like opening up to be a horror film right here. This is an incredible shot. That frame within a frame feeling. I love the hue in this. I love this choice of color. It's like a sepia toned. I'm not sure if the entire film is going to be like this, but I honestly don't mind. I think that's a pretty cool use of if its own black and white. But damn, this shot right here, just to showcase the dynamic. And now her eyes opening. Wow. There's a lot on that one. Already, I love how we are bouncing between the shots that we start off with. There's something happening, and then we come back to them. That just happened a lot within the first few minutes of the film. But it does such a great job at allowing us to reanalyze the shots that we previously seen after going through the motioning of what the camera just did to kind of narrate that story. That was really cool. He did that multiple times just now. Dude, that was masterful. Wow. Wow. That whole scene was crazy. That was insane. Wow. Thinking of that, mapping all of that out must have been pretty fun.
Господи, тюрьма. Да мне везде тюрьма.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Hearing that and just seeing the ratio of this, the frame, and seeing how the walls are just like enclosing around him, that was really incredible.
Сейчас я все объясню.
So the term stalker is definitely used for something. This is almost like a hidden occupation. I'm actually really interested in seeing what that implies.
А вы что, химик?
Скорее физик.
I love how even in this shot, and it's happening very, very slow, at like a turtle's pace, but we're slowly getting closer and closer to these guys. I wonder how long this shot's gonna go.
Не скажу чего.
All right, we're getting closer and closer, y'all.
Натюрлив. Но с другой стороны, если меня не будут читать через 100 лет, то на кой мне хрен тогда вообще писать? Скажите, профессор.
I love that entire sentence. That was a really great clip. We're also still getting closer. All right, so as of right now, I think they're about to embark on a very dangerous journey. It seems to be one that they've taken before, but it's one of those journeys where you're not sure if you're going to be able to make it back on each and every one. Though they've probably done this multiple times, it seems. The way this camera is moving is just on another level. It reminds me of The Thin Red Line, with just how well this camera is moving around. Oh man, this camera's doing some incredible work here. I can see why you guys wanted me to really watch this. This camera is doing some brilliant work.
Все какие-то неуловимые вещи. Стоит их назвать, и их смысл исчезает, тает, растворяется. Как медуза на солнце. Видели когда-нибудь?
Wow, that is a line. Wow. Oh my gosh, I gotta remember that. I love how just raw this is, man. Obviously because of just when this came out, but damn, that doesn't detract what I said. I just love how raw this is. Everything is so practical, and how they're interacting with these practicalities. It's real, man. This feels real. It feels like I'm watching like a documentary. Damn, that audio is crazy. That audio is crazy. You can really hear every step. Every step. No exaggeration. I hear it all. I can feel every step, too. I gotta say, too, it's so good seeing these long takes. I'm such a huge fan of them, especially when they're done right.
Свой рюкзак, наконец, он же мешает.
I'm able to appreciate the way this is shot. My brain is just trying to fill in the gaps here. I love that. I'm like giving these guys thoughts, wondering what they're thinking. Wow. 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 All right. Wow, that hit. That color hit, man. Wow, I was not expecting that. It looks gorgeous.
И дочка у него мутант. Жертва зоны, как говорится. Без ног она будто бы.
Just the language that are being used to describe some of these horrific things is just interesting. It just goes to show you the trauma that's happening in this time frame. Wow, that's a beautiful image right there. That is such a beautiful image. His clothes just in complete contrast with the green around him. And he's just laying in it.
Возникнут желания.
Что же это было, если не метеорит?
I wouldn't doubt that there's a wild mystical element in this. And I love how they're almost portraying it to be that way. But I think it's probably like a coping mechanism, especially when, you know, hope and faith are at an all-time low here. I love that we're getting so many sounds, man. Like my ears are just absolutely loving this film. There's so much great audio. Along with this incredible camera movement, it's pretty enjoyable to feast your eyes and ears upon. That's crazy. Just the abandoned wreckage of just tanks in the middle of this field. And I love how just nature is just overtaking it.
Зона требует к себе уважения, иначе она карает.
Карает.
Yeah, because this guy's not super suspicious. He's like, I'm just going to walk wherever I want to. It's like, bro, if you don't listen to this guy...
Будет свидетелем. Я вас туда не посылал. Вы сами идете. По доброй воле.
Самый по доброй. Что еще?
Ничего.
Man, what the heck is going on here? What is going on here? What is within the zone here? I wonder if it is anything or is it just psychological?
Стойте, не двигайтесь. Зачем вы?
Oh, he sees something. He sees something. You should turn back. Listen to what your boy said. Turn back. You saw something weird? Get the heck back.
Я знаю, что здесь происходит в отсутствии человека. Но стоит тут появиться людям, как все здесь приходит в движение.
Wow. This is interesting. I like this. I like this. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with the zone, and I love that actually. But man, the lore to this being built up is incredible.
Надежд больше никаких не осталось. Ни плохих или хороших, а несчастных.
Wow. I love this. I love that this place is embodied, I think, what people's mindset were back then during all of this, you know? That is such a cool metaphor if that is the case.
Ведь то, что они называют страстью, на самом деле не душевная энергия,
Wow.
а лишь трение между душой и внешним миром.
Wow, that line. Those lines right there. Whoo! I need to remember some of these lines.
Помощными, как дети.
You can make whole art pieces just with some of the sentences that are here.
Гибкость и слабость выражают свежесть бытия. Поэтому, что отвердело, то не победит.
Wow, I'm getting absolutely blown away by some of the words that are here. This is really incredible. It said, "Soft and flexible is the way of life. Hard and strong are death's companions." What incredible lines. I would love to see how they set some of these shots up at these locations. I can imagine it must have been difficult, especially getting some of the cameras to, move the way it's moving in these locations.
Вам бы стены в сортирах расписывать. Трепло бездарно.
Wow. They are just absolutely roasting one another. They are roasting one another like never before. These are some deep cuts here.
Они возвращаются из комнаты, я веду их назад, и больше мы никогда не встречаемся. Ведь желание...
I'm really interested in seeing this room. I think it was something that they were trying to go to earlier, but they had to take a crazy detour.
А если я буду знать наверняка, что я гений? Зачем мне писать тогда?
Damn, he said, if I'm convinced I'm a genius, why do I even need to write? What's the point?
Вообще-то, я должен сказать, существуем мы для того, чтобы...
Сделайте любезность, но оставьте вы меня в покое.
And then his friend is just like, yeah, shut up, man. I'm just trying to go to sleep. This dude's having a whole existential crisis.
Вы же абстрактно мыслить не умеете.
Уж не собираетесь ли вы учить меня смыслу жизни и мыслить заодно?
Бесполезно.
I love that they're saying this while their eyes are closed.
Вы хоть и профессор, Артём.
It almost feels like these words are coming from within. I mean, they are, but it holds a whole different weight, especially in the context of this film when there's, themes of absolute truth, of dread, hopelessness, happiness. What is that? What does this look like? The search for happiness in a place where it almost seems like it's just has vanished or has just left.
И скройте нас от лица сидящего на престоле и от гнева Агнца, ибо пришел великий.
These lines are hitting my soul right now. They're inspiring, weirdly enough. I think it's also great that, again, that camera work is just so disgustingly good. My mind just wanders. And in a really good way. Like, I'm not distracted. I almost become more immersed. Like, all my random thoughts are contained within the confines of this film. The images with the black dog are so interesting. I wonder what that's about. And it only seems to be related to this our main character. Dude, that audio is it's next level, man. That thing is in my ear. Oh, man.
Здесь дверь какая-то.
That's crazy. That's insane. That tripped me out. That tripped me out. That tripped me out just a little bit. I gotta go location scouting. This is telling me. This is so incredible. This location, just everything, how they're shooting it. This is just insane. Like, not a lot of people would have been able to make this type of film in this environment with this setting.
У вас, надеюсь, ничего такого нет?
Чего?
Ну, вроде пистолет.
Because it's all internal. And it just feels like how they're shooting this is just internal with the characters.
Боже мой. Вы что ж, умирать сюда пришли?
And this environment is doing such a great job being a landscape for that, you know? The canvas for that. Dude, what is this place? Oh my goodness, this looks incredible. What? What the heck is that place? What? Whoa, that's deep. That's very deep. That is a deep... That goes deep. Why does it go that deep?
Другая сволочь похвалит, еще рано. Душу вложишь, сердце свое вложишь, сожрут и душу, и сердце.
Yeah, man, I love how everyone is just going on this journey and they're dealing with their internal existential issues.
Я сдохну, а через 2 дня меня забудут и начнут жрать кого-нибудь другого.
God, I love how this camera's moving around him while he's having this moment.
По своему образу и подобию.
I love how he was looking at the camera, too. But I know he's not talking to us. He's talking to himself. Dude, this setting is incredible. I love this. This is just everything. I love this setting. What the heck?
Берегла и спасала. Мне и вправду везло. Только этого мало.
Wow, Wow.
Так не обломало.
I'm just reading this and listening to him sing this, and it's inspiring in the most haunting way.
Никогда сам не выбираю. Я всегда боюсь. Вы не представляете себе, как это страшно. Ошибиться. Не трогайте.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the heck? Why was that phone ringing?
Даже не Герострат. Тебе просто всю жизнь хотелось мне нагадить за то, что 20 лет назад я переспал с твоей женой.
Wow. First off, I'm wondering if this phone call's even real. I think this is like his trial right here.
Главное, что ты сам себе никогда не простишь этого, я знаю. Да я просто вижу, как ты висишь над парашей на собственных подтяжках.
Wow. Oh my goodness, man.
Неужели вы верите в эти сказки?
В страшные, да. В добрые нет, а в страшные сколько угодно.
Wow, he said, do you believe in fairy tales? He said, not in the good ones, but the ones that terrifying me. Wow. That's such a line.
Что? Шутка. Нет.
He's like, it's a bomb. It's just a bomb I got. I'm not joking. This is for real.
Насте упиваетесь тайной, авторитетом. Какие уж тут еще могут быть желания?
Это неправда. Вы ошибаетесь.
He's saying out here,
Сталкеру нельзя входить.
you're what you want to be.
Сталкеру...
Which is interesting, because I wonder if that has merit, especially judging by how he, acted prior to this, at the very beginning of the film.
Я жене не смог ничего дать.
That's, He says, I have nothing to give to my wife. I can't have any friends.
Им не на что больше.
This is insane. This is a lot to unpack. This is so much to unpack. Wow. Everything about this film is just otherworldly. It's like stepping into, I don't know, a mirror dimension. It's like something is just different. Oh man, wow. That is an image. I don't know what that is. It looks like tar. Or something that came from the bomb that he had. Just seeing that slowly take over was a visual. Hey, they brought the dog. Thank goodness, man. Ah, thank goodness. I feel like they just had like a whole shroom trip right there. Wow, these shots are just poetry. Poetry. This is poetry in motion, quite literally. Quite literally. The way this camera is moving is another level. I just don't know how they're doing it this well. The fact that we started off with the close-up of his daughter stretching into a wide shot of the landscape and then them walking with the nuclear power plants in the background.
Я и сама про все это знала, и что смертник, и что...
I love how we're getting such a frontal camera angle on this one.
Я знала, что и горя будет много. Но только уж лучше горькое счастье, чем серая унылая жизнь.
I was just about to extend on that towards the end of the film. But I'm happy she said that, so now I don't sound too crazy. I can elaborate on that with, at least some backing.
А если бы не было в нашей жизни горя, то лучше бы не было, хуже было бы. Потому что тогда и счастья бы тоже не было.
Yup. Yeah. That is true. That is true. That's the whole theme, really. Yo, what the heck? Yo, what the heck? What the heck? Yo, how is she doing this with her mind? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. She's an X-Men. Oh my goodness, dude. Holy crap. All right, everybody. And that concludes Stalker. All right. We just got done wrapping up Stalker. Oh, man. Okay, so this one is definitely a difficult film to kind of process, especially giving my thoughts right after a film that probably requires a lot of viewings to kind of understand it. Because I feel like even if you do give it that proper amount of time, it seems like it's purposely done to make it interpretable, like just infinitely interpretable. So what I wanted to talk about the theme, especially when they were in the zone, was, is it better to believe in something, or is it better to just accept? It's one of those things that is just, it was I don't even know how to even describe it, but I know that's the theme, and I'm trying to figure out how to plug it into what I just experienced. But I guess what I can do is like look at the characters and what they represented. So like the professor, we had the professor, we had the teacher, or no, that we had the professor, we had the stalker. And we had that other guy. I forgot what his profession was. But, the writer. So we had the professor, the writer, the stalker. And not that these names mean anything. At least I don't think so. Outside of their titles. It's interesting seeing how they flipped back and forth between that. Especially coming towards the end, where they finally are about to enter the room, and the two people decide not to do that. The stalker kind of using, in my opinion, I think that he used all of this place, the zone, and everything within it is kind of like his biblical journey. And I'm not sure if this is appropriate to do, but why not? This journey almost seeming to have some relations to the passages that were made by Jesus and Christianity, and just things that I can kind of pull from just my experience with Christianity and the stories that were within that. It almost seemed like this was its own spin-off of that. However, it was, you know, they talk about the zone, they talk about this war-ridden place, and you see them flip back and forth between that. It's not just the characters and the way they're thinking that are flipping between, is it better to believe or is it better to accept? We see the environment doing that too, and I think that's what we're doing. You know, the environment, the zone, the room, all of these things that are happening, especially when they include the real effects of the area, you know, when they showcase what it once probably was, which was a town, and there probably was a war that came through. We saw the abandoned tanks. We saw what probably actually happened, and it's a very depressing reality. But then there's also this spin of like hope and like, oh, this mythical element, you know, almost like trying to justify it. Is it better to justify this, or is it better to just accept it, you know? And, well, not justify it, but justify the reasoning for this pain. And that was so beautifully done. Again, I'm not sure if that's the theme. I'm just going off of what I just experienced. So these are just my opinions. If you want to go ahead and watch the actual analytical things, then go right ahead. But like, I do think that there is a lot of incredible things happening here. But that's one of the themes. I see the theme of like believing, accepting, and then obviously the environment, you know, the reality of it, and then this really incredible surrealism that takes a hold of it because of people just trying to look for hope or wanting to look for hope. And what happens when they get to that passage where instead of like in the Bible or just in other, you know, biblical references where there's almost like full acceptance, we almost see what happens when people don't accept that, you know, when people, you know, just, you know, they hold on to their titles or their reality, instead of clinging on to hope. And I'm not saying that they're like one or the other is better. I think that's the point. I don't think there isn't a scale to say which is better. It's just how do you continue living another day? And I think that's why it was so important when she was like, you know, his wife, the stalker's wife, came back and she said, "You returned, like you came back." I think that is overall the goal here. The end goal is coming back, and we've seen what happens when some people, they don't come back. There's talks of suicide, and we saw the bones and the body and all of that. And then there was like that thing at the end. What the heck? She was controlling things with her mind. It's like one of those things where it's like, do we believe it or is it just something else? I totally believe it just by the way the glass were moving. That's crazy. But like, yeah, I would love to know what your thoughts are on that one. This film is difficult. This film is difficult, but damn, if you open yourself up to it, it's such an incredible experience. And I hope that a lot of people experience something like this. But yeah, it's a difficult film, you know, and I appreciate you guys letting me, allowing me to, be able to view this, and then, have this experience on YouTube and then yada yada. It's pretty cool. I love being able to do this. So like always, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. This was definitely a wild experience, but I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Like always, guys, please stay healthy and stay hydrated because we're just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.